Hour with the trial of the so-called Hiccup girl. Her hiccups returning in court this week. She's on trial for murder, could face life in prison. ABC's Lindsay Davis has her story.
As she sat in the shadow of her attorneys, standing trial for first-degree murder, for more than an hour, the same hiccups that made Jennifer Mee famous returned. The now 22-year-old, who gained fame when she was 15, when she couldn't stop hiccuping for 5 straight weeks, is now one of 3 defendants to stand trial for the death of 22-year-old Shannon Griffin. Prosecutors say the then 19-year-old met Griffin online and lured him to a St. Petersburg, Florida apartment where 2 of her friends then robbed and shot him 4 times in the chest. In court Thursday, prosecutors played a jailhouse call between Mee and her mom, where Mee admits to setting it all up.
Who'd you kill? I killed nobody. Well, then are they charging you with attempted murder? Because I set everything up. It all went wrong, but it went downhill after everything happened, Mom. Who were you trying to kill, Jennifer? Nobody. It wasn't even supposed to happen like that, Mom.
Experts also testified that Mee's DNA was found on the victim's shirt, though the defense argued it could have been transferred to the T-shirt by another person, and the crime lab DNA expert agreed. Last month, LaRon Rayford was sentenced to life in prison after being convicted as being the gunman. Mee could also face life in prison, which is what the victims' families would like to happen.
Her family can still come and see her. We have to go to a graveyard to see him.
For Good Morning America, Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
And we should mention that Mee has pleaded not guilty. Let's bring in ABC's chief legal affairs anchor, Dan Abrams. And Dan, we probably wouldn't even been talking about this had it not been the fact that we knew her from her Hiccup case. So how does this affect at all the trial?
Well, the defense attorney has mentioned it already in the course of this case. I think that the defense is hoping that jurors may feel sorry for her. I mean, there have been periods in court where she hiccuped for 20 minutes straight. And so I think that that it's not really going to be relevant directly to the case, but no question the defense is hoping that jurors feel bad for her.
And no one is claiming that she pulled the trigger, but still facing murder charges.
That's right, felony murder. So if she had the intent to commit the robbery and someone died, someone was killed as a result of that, meaning even if she had no idea anyone even had a gun, but she had the intent with regard to the robbery and then someone gets shot and killed, she's on trial now for felony murder. So that's all they have to prove in the context of this case is that she had the intent to commit that robbery.
I know you've read a lot into this case, and how strong is the prosecution's case?
Well, when you think about it with regard to just the robbery, it's pretty strong. I mean, she's made comments even to her mother, as you heard on tape, saying that she set it up. But she's going to say, when I said set it up, I didn't mean set up the robbery, I just meant set up a meeting. So the defense is going to be, she didn't have the intent to commit the robbery. Prosecutors have a lot of evidence.
Well, many eager to see what's going to happen here today.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. We're going to turn now to Selena Gomez, caught up in an international controversy. Cancel